Hey guys, today we're going to take you on a brief tour of float evolution so you can check out the difference between the pods and the suites. Let's go! Alright, starting off, we have suite number one. Suite number one is a California Float Concepts Orion suite. This device is all this that you see here, with a very large opening door, so it makes stepping in and out much easier, and unlike a pod, you don't have to close it down, just step in and out like you would a normal door. Next, we have some tools over here, which are in all the rooms similarly. We have lotion for after your float, earplugs. We have petroleum jelly. The petroleum jelly is good for any sort of cuts, scrapes, or abrasions. Anything that might sting in the ocean is definitely going to sting in here at 4 times salter in the ocean. So keep that in mind, this might just be your friend. Next, you have Q-tips for anything you want to use Q-tips on, and Kleenex. Moving on, we have the massive shower just like you do in all the other rooms. 20-inch by 40-inch shower head, ring with a hydroelectric generator to show you via LEDs whether the water is hot or cold. Wherever you're at, it'll tell you. How you adjust them is kind of like you would normally. You use your adjuster slips up here to go from shower head 1 to shower head 2. Additionally, use the handle just like you would at home to pull out for power, and then hot to the left, cold to the right. Next, we have some verbiage. The verbiage is everything I'm going to tell you, so you don't have to remember what I say, but just in case you forget, it's also here. What it says is before you float, if you could use body wash and shampoo. The reason for this is when you're in the float itself, it removes all the oils off of our skin and out of our hair, so when you're in there, that oil doesn't go right to your face. But after you float, body wash, shampoo, and conditioner are good to go, as well as your ear wash. Next, I would definitely turn off my cell phone or put it on airplane mode, as well as use the restroom, because once you're in here, you definitely don't want to get out. Then how do you even know when the float's over? A couple ways. First off, whether you're choosing a 60 or 90-minute float, we'll play music for you between 10 to 15 minutes. Say 10 to 15 because I have no idea how long it's going to take you to shower. The sooner you're done with your shower, the longer you get to float. Then the very last 5 minutes, music will come back on, the lights will engage, and then very lastly, the pumps will turn on. This will be your last indication that the float's coming to an end. Other than that, do not worry about doing it wrong. You can't. We have all the time being monitored, as well as I'm out in the front, always making sure you're good to go. We will not let you float away, promise. Next, let's check out a pod. Follow me. All right, moving on here, we have the pod by Royal Spa. This is the float pod. The float pod contains roughly 180 gallons of water, which is purified and filtered before we even put it in. And then we start off adding 900 pounds of Epsom salt. One question we often get in the floating industry all around is, how do you keep this clean? So how we keep this clean is we use several different processes. The first process, using a filtration process, using a 10 micron and a 1 micron filter. Beyond the filters, you have a UV light. UV, going anything past a UV light, will destroy things down to the RNA and DNA level. So definitely gonna crush it. After that doesn't get it, in between we keep 50 to 80 parts per million of hydrogen peroxide, which is at 35% food grade. Reason for this, just in case, what if I were to put my hand in that water? Keep something in there at all times. Now it goes through each of these 6 processes 4 times over completely in between each customer to make sure this water comes back to a 99.7 to a 99.9 sanitation. So moving on in the room, we have similar things as in the suites. We have all your toiletries as well as your float halo. The float halo goes behind the head, over the neck. That way it gives your head a bit of positive buoyancy, and your cervical spine here can get a little bit of relaxation. When you're done with this, I typically just throw it on the ground in the shower. That way I know it's dirty, I have to clean it, and then it keeps all the salt in the ground. Also, similar to the suites, you have the same shower with the massive rain shower head, as well as the 8-inch to get all that heavy salt out of your hair. Next, we're gonna go check out the relaxation room. Follow me. Here, we have the relaxation room. The relaxation room is open to all the clients after the float to be able to come in and just relax. You can journal, you can draw, you can even color. And if those aren't your cup of tea, you can actually have a cup of tea while watching the fire. This space is specifically set up while you're leaving that beta wave and you're entering your long theta wave while floating, to be able to hold on to that feeling, enjoy it, stay in this space as long as you can, because as soon as you get out into that world, we're back into our busy lives and back into the rat race. All right guys, that's the end of the tour. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon.